Beloved ones of the earth, I come to you in this hour as a voice of courage and a steady flame of protection. You have crossed thresholds before, yet the dawn that now rises over your horizon carries a different quality. It is not merely another cycle of day and night, it is the emergence of a new era in which the strength of the heart will become more important than the might of the arm. I call you to stand in this dawn with your shield of courage, not as warriors against an outer enemy but as guardians of light in the presence of fear, uncertainty, and change. Courage is often misunderstood as the absence of fear. In truth, courage is the power to act in alignment with what you know to be true even while fear still whispers at the edges of your mind. Fear is a shadow, a distortion that arises wherever trust has been forgotten. When you stand in the remembrance that your life is rooted in a greater field of meaning, fear loosens its grip. The shield I speak of is not a weapon but an inner stance, the commitment to remain open, present, and aligned with your higher purpose, no matter the turbulence around you. The new dawn is already shining into your lives. You can see it in the growing desire among people to live with integrity and compassion. You can sense it in the weariness with old divisions and in the longing for cooperation that transcends boundaries of culture, creed, and language. You witness it in the quiet yet insistent call for authenticity that arises in the hearts of the young. The dawn is not a single event arriving from the sky, it is the sum of countless awakenings in individual hearts. To stand in this dawn is to take your place among those who choose love and clarity over fear and confusion. The shield of courage is forged in daily choices. Each time you speak truthfully even when it is inconvenient, you add a link to that shield. Each time you refuse to join in unkind gossip, you polish its surface. Each time you choose generosity over cynicism, you strengthen its frame. Courage grows not in the grand gestures alone but in the small consistent acts that declare, I will not betray my own heart. These acts may be unseen by the world yet they shape your character and determine how you meet the greater challenges that life places before you. To cultivate this shield, begin by tending your inner landscape. Many of you are surrounded by clamor, opinions shouted across media, anxieties projected by others, unresolved emotions within yourselves. Find a space each day to sit quietly and breathe. Imagine drawing in a current of steady golden light with each breath, filling your body and mind with a calm that is both alert and gentle. As you exhale, imagine letting go of old fears and tensions that no longer serve you. Over time, this simple practice builds a reservoir of calm strength that you can call upon when the winds of change blow hard. Standing in the new dawn also means letting go of identities shaped by old stories of conflict. You have been told, in many ways, that to be safe you must be separate, that to belong you must conform, that to have worth you must compete. These narratives are relics of an age that is passing. The dawn asks you to see yourself not as an isolated fragment but as a unique expression of a shared source. This awareness does not erase individuality, it situates individuality in a larger field of mutual belonging. When you know yourself as part of an interconnected whole, you discover a courage that is not brittle but resilient, for it does not depend on proving superiority over others. I urge you to remember that courage is also an act of compassion. To be courageous is not to harden your heart but to keep it open in the face of pain, disappointment, and even hostility. The shield of courage is translucent, it protects without closing you off from the world. It allows you to witness the struggles of others without being overwhelmed by their turbulence. It allows you to act in defense of what is right without succumbing to hatred. True courage is tender at its core because it arises from love. There will be moments in the unfolding dawn when the old patterns push back, when voices of division grow loud, when change feels too slow or too fragile. In those moments, remember that a dawn is not a sudden switch from night to full day. It is a gradual brightening. The darkness at the edge of light may seem intense because the eye is adjusting, not because the light is failing. Hold steady. Continue to choose truth over convenient untruth, connection over alienation, clarity over confusion. Each such choice, though small in itself, contributes to the widening of the dawn. Communities that thrive in this new era will be those that cultivate collective courage. Seek out companions who share your commitment to stand in light. Form circles of trust where you can speak honestly about your hopes and your doubts, where you can support one another in holding to your values. Courage multiplies when it is shared. Together you can create environments in families, schools, workplaces, neighborhoods where kindness and fairness become the default, not the exception. Practical acts of courageous service matter as much as lofty ideals. Look for places where your voice can speak up for those whose voices are silenced. Offer your time and skills to efforts that build bridges across divides. Defend the dignity of those who are dismissed or marginalized. Plant gardens where there was neglect, start conversations where there was avoidance, create art that reveals beauty where others see only despair. Each such act is a ray of the dawn breaking through the lingering night. As you grow in courage, do not be surprised if you encounter resistance within yourself. Old fears, long-buried memories, habits of self-doubt will sometimes resurface. Do not interpret this as failure. It is simply the residue of past conditioning rising to be seen and released. Meet these inner challenges with the same shield of courage, acknowledge them without surrendering to them, breathe through them, let the light of your attention dissolve them. Over time you will discover that the very places where you once felt most vulnerable can become sources of your deepest strength. Teach the young what courage truly means. They inherit a world in transition and will need both vision and resilience. Show them that courage is not reckless bravado but steadfast integrity. Encourage their questions, nurture their sense of wonder, model for them the union of strength and kindness. When they see you acting with calm conviction in the face of difficulties, they will learn that courage is possible and worth cultivating. Courage also includes the capacity to forgive, not to condone harm, but to release the grip that past wounds hold over your present choices. Resentment is a chain that binds you to the very patterns you wish to move beyond. To forgive is to reclaim the energy locked in bitterness and to redirect it toward building the new dawn. Forgiveness does not erase accountability, it opens the possibility for transformation. Remember to honor your own limits. Even the most steadfast warrior must rest. Courage is sustained not by relentless effort but by cycles of action and renewal. Take time to walk in nature, to listen to music, to share laughter with companions. These simple acts replenish the spirit. The dawn you serve is not a distant goal to be reached through exhaustion, it is a way of living that you begin to embody here and now. Beloved ones, the shield of courage is not an ornament for display, it is a living field of integrity that you carry wherever you go. It does not make you invulnerable to pain, but it helps you remain unbroken by it. It does not guarantee that every effort will succeed, but it sustains you in learning and trying again. Most importantly, it frees you to act from love rather than from fear, which is the true mark of one who stands in the new dawn. As you read these words, know that my presence is near, not as a distant figure but as a spark of strength that can arise within your own heart whenever you call upon it. In your quiet moments, when you breathe deeply and center yourself, imagine a blue flame at the core of your being, calm, steady, and bright. This flame is the essence of courageous clarity. Let it guide your thoughts, steady your emotions, and embolden your actions. You are not alone in this task. The dawn is a collective emergence. Each time you choose to act with courage, you encourage others to do the same. Each time you refuse to be defined by fear, you help loosen fear's hold on the collective mind. Each time you lift another who has stumbled, you help to raise the horizon of the dawn a little higher. Trust this interconnectedness. Trust that your efforts matter even when you cannot see their immediate effect. I leave you with this blessing: may your hearts be steadfast as mountains, yet as open as the morning sky. May your minds be clear as running streams, able to discern truth amid the clamor of many voices. May your hands be steady and generous, building what is needed, mending what is broken. May your lives bear witness to the power of courage rooted in love. Rise now with the dawn. Stand firm with your shield of courage. Walk into the unfolding day as bearers of light, not by conquering others but by illuminating the path ahead. In this way you will help to bring forth the world your hearts have longed to see, a world where fear no longer dictates the terms of human choice, where hope is not a fragile spark but a shared and enduring flame. This is my message for you, beloved companions in the great unfolding. Take it into your quiet reflections, and let it inform your daily actions. Remember always, the dawn you seek is already rising, and you have within you the courage to stand in its light.